Ever feel like you're just surviving, barely keeping your head above water? What if I told you there's a way to not only survive but thrive? A blueprint that can turn your life into a powerful force for success. Today we're diving into Stephen Covey's game-changing book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. A book that's been called the ultimate manual for personal and professional greatness. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you're not just going to learn these habits. You're going to see how they can revolutionize your life. And there's one habit in particular that will flip the script on everything you thought you knew about success. Habit number 1, be proactive. Imagine you're caught in a storm. What do? Covey teaches us that highly effective people don't just react to the storms of life. They prepare for them. They take control not just of their actions, but of their mindset. Covey highlights the power of language in being proactive. He contrasts reactive phrases like, I can't or I have to with proactive phrases like, I choose and I will. By shifting our language, we shift our mindset from being victims of circumstance to being creators of our destiny. One example in the book shows how a business leader transformed his company by encouraging his team to adopt a proactive attitude, empowering them to take ownership of their work and decisions. But this is just the start. The next habit will challenge you to become the architect of your own destiny. Habit number 2, begin with the end in mind. Picture this. You're not just wandering through life, you're designing it. Like an architect planning a masterpiece, Covey tells us that to truly succeed, you need a clear vision of where you want to go. Covey offers a powerful exercise. Imagine your own funeral. What do you want people to say about you? What legacy do you want to leave behind? This isn't just a sobering thought. It's a powerful motivator to align your daily actions with your deepest values. When you know your destination, every decision becomes a step towards it. In one example, Covey shares the story of a CEO who was immensely successful by societal standards, wealthy, influential, and respected. But deep down, he felt unfulfilled. It wasn't until he sat down to write his own personal mission statement, a clear declaration of what he wanted to achieve in life and the principles he wanted to live by, that he realized his work was out of alignment with his true values. By beginning with the end in mind, he was able to realign his career with his professional mission, leading to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Creating a personal mission statement, as Covey suggests, is not just about setting goals. It's about defining who you want to be and what you stand for. This clarity of purpose guides every decision you make, ensuring that you're always moving in the right direction. But having a vision is just the beginning. The next habit is all about turning that vision into reality by mastering the art of prioritization. Habit number 3, put first things first. Now that you've set your sights on the destination, it's time to prioritize. Covey introduces us to the time management matrix, a tool that helps you cut through the noise and focus on what truly matters. Covey breaks down tasks into 4 quadrants, and here's the secret. Highly effective people live in quadrant 2, the space of important but not urgent tasks. This is where you plan, build relationships, and invest in yourself. It's the difference between always putting out fires and creating a life of lasting value. Covey tells the story of a busy executive who was constantly overwhelmed by urgent tasks, meetings, deadlines, crises. He felt productive, but also stressed and unfulfilled. When Covey introduced him to the time management matrix, the executive realized he was spending almost all his time in quadrant 1, urgent and important tasks, but neglecting quadrant 2, activities like strategic planning, personal development, and relationship building. By shifting his focus to quadrant 2, he not only reduced his stress, but also became far more effective, achieving results that mattered most. Putting first things first is about prioritizing what truly aligns with your long-term goals and values, even if it means saying no to urgent distractions. It's about discipline, choosing what's most important over what's most immediate. But even the best-laid plans require the right mindset. The next habit teaches you how to create relationships that amplify your effectiveness, because true success isn't achieved alone. Habit number 4, think win-win. In a world where competition often drives us to think me versus you, Covey flips the script. He shows us that the most successful people look for solutions that benefit everyone involved. Covey shares a powerful negotiation story from his own career. He was once involved in a high-stakes business deal where both sides were initially at odds. Instead of pushing for his own interests, Covey decided to understand the other party's perspective first. He listened to their concerns and needs, then worked together to find a solution that met both of their goals. This win-win approach not only secured the deal, but also built a long-term partnership based on trust and mutual respect. Another example Covey gives is in family life. He describes a situation where the children wanted to stay out late, but he and his wife were concerned about safety and curfews. Instead of imposing a strict rule or giving in, Covey encouraged a family meeting where everyone's needs were discussed. They worked together to find a solution that respected the parents' concerns while also giving the children a sense of autonomy and responsibility. This win-win solution strengthened their relationship and set a precedent for future negotiations. Thinking win-win isn't about compromising or settling for less. It's about finding solutions that elevate everyone involved. It's a mindset that fosters cooperation, trust, and long-term success. But what happens when communication breaks down? The next habit teaches a skill that can turn any relationship around and make you a more effective leader and friend. Habit number 5, seek first to understand, then be understood. In a world where everyone is eager to talk, but few are willing to listen, Covey offers a radical approach. Listen first, not just to respond, but to truly understand. Covey tells the story of a father who was frustrated with his teenage son. They were constantly at odds. Each conversation felt like a battle. But then the father decided to really listen. He approached his son not with judgment, but with genuine curiosity and empathy. He asked questions to understand his son's perspective, his fears, and his desires. For the first time, his son felt truly heard, and that opened the door to meaningful conversation and change. The relationship transformed overnight. In another powerful example, Covey described how this habit is crucial in business. He talks about a manager who was struggling to motivate his team. Instead of enforcing more rules or pushing harder, the manager decided to sit down with each team member and listen to their concerns, ideas, and aspirations. By seeking to understand their perspectives, he gained valuable insights that helped him make better decisions and build a more motivated, cohesive team. Seeking first to understand is about putting yourself in the other person's shoes, seeing the world through their eyes. It's a powerful way to build trust, resolve conflicts, and create deeper connections in every area of life. And when you combine understanding with collaboration, you unlock the next habit, a habit that turns challenges into powerful opportunities. Habit number 6, synergize. Covey teaches us that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. When people come together with different perspectives, skills, and ideas, they can create solutions far beyond what any one person could achieve alone. Covey shares the story of a project team working on a complex challenge that initially seemed unsolvable. Each team member came from a different background with unique skills and ideas. At first, they struggled to find common ground, and their meetings were filled with disagreement and frustration. But instead of trying to force a compromise, the team embraced their diversity and began to see each other's differences as strengths. They combined their varied ideas, built on each other's suggestions, and eventually created an innovative solution that none of them could have developed on their own. Covey also illustrates synergy with a natural example: geese flying in formation. When geese fly together, they create uplift for each other, allowing them to fly further together than they could individually. This natural synergy is a perfect metaphor for how people can achieve greater results through collaboration. By valuing each other's differences and working together, we can create something far greater than the sum of our parts. Synergy isn't just about teamwork. It's about creating new possibilities through collaboration. It's about recognizing that when we work together, we can achieve things that would be impossible alone. And to sustain all these habits, there's one more crucial habit you need to master. A habit that keeps you sharp, energized, and ready to conquer whatever comes your way. Habit number 7, sharpen the saw. After all the hard work, it's time to take care of the most important asset you have, yourself. Covey teaches us that highly effective people understand the importance of self-renewal. They invest in their physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being to maintain peak performance. Covey tells a simple yet profound story of two lumberjacks. One works tirelessly cutting down trees with a saw that gets dulled by the hour. The other takes regular breaks to sharpen his saw, making each cut more effective than the last. By the end of the day, the second lumberjack has outperformed the first, not because he worked harder, but because he worked smarter. The story is a metaphor for our lives. If we don't take time to renew and recharge, our effectiveness diminishes over time. Covey outlines practical ways to sharpen the saw, such as regular exercise, healthy eating, continuous learning, and spending quality time with loved ones. He shares personal stories of how he incorporated these habits into his own life, like scheduling time for daily reflection and meditation, which helped him stay grounded and focused despite his busy schedule. Sharpening the saw is about maintaining balance in your life. It's about making sure you're not just grinding away, but continually renewing yourself so you can keep growing, improving, and achieving your goals. So there you have it, the 7 habits that can transform your life. From being proactive to sharpening the saw, Stephen Covey's timeless wisdom offers a roadmap to personal and professional success. But remember, these habits are more than just ideas. They're practices that need to be lived out daily. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People isn't just a book. It's a call to action. It's an invitation to take control of your life, to live with purpose, and to build a legacy that lasts. If you haven't read it yet, I encourage you to pick it up and start your journey towards becoming more effective in every area of your life. Thanks for watching, and remember, success isn't just about what you achieve, it's about who you become along the way. Now go out there and make it happen.